Hello everyone, my name is Edoggz and welcome to this channel. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Transformers Earthrise Megatron, which is from the War for Cybertron trilogy. But before we do, I'd like to show off a couple of items that I purchased a couple of weeks ago. So first is the Back to the Future Untold Tales and Alternate Timeline. If you ever wondered where Doc Brown and his family went on his time train, this kind of sort of explains it. Also, there are talks about a fourth movie. It's on, it's off. The directors and writers saying there's not going to be a fourth movie, but in my opinion, they should make at least one more. So let's move on to the next. We have the Power Rangers Lightning Collection, the Gold Ranger. This was about $10. There's the side of the box. There's the back of the box. Other side of the box. This was in Target. They had 2 Goldars, I believe, or was it Walmart? No, it was Target. Target had two Goldars and 1 Gold Ranger. Last but not least is the Studio 68 Leadfoot. I'm glad to have this piece because the first time around when Dark of the Moon was released, this was so scarce that I was able to find one. So I'm glad to have it today. I believe it's smaller than the normal deluxe, but we're going to make a separate video about that another time. And let's bring in our star of the show, which is Megatron from Earthrise. Now, in the description, it says that this is the Cybertronian mode. But then you have Netflix version, which is also the Cybertronian mode. So which one is it? Is it? Explain it to me. Here's the side of the box. Is the back of the box where you have a robot mode and alt mode. You have him leaning over the computer yelling at somebody. So here we have Megatron, and my lighting is changing because I'm near a window. So please forgive. So we have the gray with the purple symbol with the light burgundy red for the armpits. You have some on top of his chest. You have like this gray damage on his legs here. On his back, you have the D69, which is his original name on Cybertron before he takes it from Megatronus, and he just gives himself a nickname. Very reminiscent of the G1 mode in the front, and you have the backpack in the back. He comes with one accessory, which is this staff, which ultimately comes his cannon in the front. This piece right here is a pain in the butt, but it is what it is. I'm gonna move that to the side. Before we go into the whole articulation, let's do some comparisons. We have Shockwave, which is part of Wave 1 from Siege. Let's bring it in a Titan's Return Hardhead, which is also a deluxe. So it's a leader deluxe. And then we have Skulgrin, which is a Generation Deluxe. Kind of had that going on. So you have that. So let's go into articulation, and Hardhead and Skulgrin will be back after we get to the end of the transformation of this. So we have the arm movement going out that far. There's no bend inward, but you can do 90-degree bend on the arm, like so. Kind of have that kind of deal. The range on this arm is 360 degrees, but you have to widen it so that you can clear the backpack, so you can go all the way around. And the joints are stiff. I'll give them that much. The joints are all stiff. There is a 360 degrees on the elbow, I believe, or lower elbow, but that could be due to the transformation as well. Let's bring that arm up for a minute. The leg goes about that far, bends down at 90 degrees. Thigh goes all the way out like so. Backwards, only this much backwards due to the backpack. There are articulation in the feet, which are very loose, but I guess they're trying to accommodate various poses. But you can go about that far in, like so, kind of having walking kind of crazy like that. On the inside leg, I want to point out that it still maintains the gun mode kind of deal, kind of design, and they could have just put this foot on a ratchet, because if you flip in this piece and you angle it down, if it was on a ratchet that completely goes inward 180, this could hide inside of the leg instead of the feet being visible in both modes. I mean, in the alt mode, I should say. You have gray paint on the abdomen. My opinion, this piece right here could have been outlined in black to give it some definition. So let's go into, well, there's his face. I do believe the G1 Megatron had bigger eyebrows, but it's okay. This is a new series. I have no idea what's going on in the new series. I haven't seen an episode. So we're going to go into transformation. We're going to start on this arm right here. Now the hands do not rotate around. They only flip inside of this cavity. So you can just flip it in like so. Same thing on the other side. Bring the arm up. Take the hand. Flip it in and so. Next, you want to rotate the fusion cannon, which is all picked out in black. There's no alternate colors on there to kind of give it like more realism, if you will. Then you're going to go back here to the backpack. You're going to unclip it. You want to bring it up like so. So you should have something like this. Something like that. Next, you want to bring the arms together. They fold backwards. And this peg here will plug into the opposite arm on this side. So all you have to do is bring those together. Like so. And you're done with that. Next, I'm going to bring the arms outwards, or should I say the tank treads outwards, because we have to peg them in together. So we bring it down. And you want to bring it back this way. Like so, like that. You should have something like that. And they peg into the side. So there's a rectangular peg on this inside of the tread, and there's a slot on the inside of his shoulder, and they just go together. But at the same time, you have to peg these little tabs into these little slots at the top. Like so. Clips in like so. Should have something like that. Next, we're going to use the waist. He does have 360 degrees on the waist. I forgot to mention that at the beginning. So you turn the waist around like so until you have something like this. You want to take this piece right here that's above the wheel, bring it down. Do the same thing on the other side. bring that down. So you should have something like that. So you want to go an outward movement on the leg, and you want to bring it inwards like so, and you want to rotate it down this way. I find it better just to do this way. Kind of put your finger here, and you want to just move that into place. This side you have a notch, a rectangular notch on this side, and you have this rectangular piece right here, and they just go together like so. And if you've done it right, this should fit comfortable, but it doesn't, so we have to try one more time because it has to go in there in a certain type of way. Let's try now. Yes, so that door closes. So we're going to try again. We're going to bring this leg outwards, bring it down on a hinge like so. You have something like that. You want to rotate backwards, and you want to use your thumb, rotate it up. Take this peg, put it into a rectangular slot like so, and this should clip in. One side does it better than the other, but it's okay. Then you take the feet goes, flips up, and you do the same thing on the other side, flips up. Bring the feet down like so. We're almost done. Just gotta mushroom these two pieces together, like so. Then you take just your staff, and you want to insert it into this hole here to keep that together. You bring up this peg, which I forgot there's a peg here. Just bring that up so it's out of the way. And I can kind of see it's not level, but it's okay. It's close. It's close enough. Right, so now we have to install this piece in the back, which is very tough. And I don't know how this is going to play well, but there is a slot. Oh, you can't see it, but there's a slot here, and on the opposite side, you just have to fit it in this way to cover up his crotch area in this mode. So the best way to do it is to turn this turret and sometimes it's a little tough getting this in here, but it's doable. There's one side, and there's the other side, so it should look like that. And all it does, it makes it look like it's not even there, but you still have the back open to, to see. And there you have it. You have Megatron in his tank mode. I do like the fact that you have 360 degrees on tank turret, but there is no elevation in the cannon. You can kind of move it up a little bit, but it just comes down. It has the 4 wheels on the bottom that lets it roll, so you kind of push it around. This is wood, so wheels are not going to exactly move. So I'm going to transform the other two, and I'll be right back. So let me bring in some oat mode comparisons. So we have Titan's Return, Hardhead in this tank mode. kind of have that kind of look. Turret can move up, but it's very loose. I'm gonna say it's not that loose, but kind of have that kind of going on. We have Skullgrin, which also has the functional moving turret and the elevation and the cannon. Which is a deluxe. So, and last but not least, we have, I believe this is a United Mirage. Kind of have that kind of going on. This should be bigger, this should be way bigger than this Indy car. So there you have it. And that is your lineup of tanks. And I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a like. If you didn't, give it a dislike. Leave a comment. I'm going to be doing another toy hunt very soon. So I see you until the next video.